What's up guys, Sam here. This past weekend I raced a trail race in Vermont called Overland, and I got absolutely rocked. And I wanted to tell you guys why I ended up in a trail race in the middle of nowhere, Vermont, getting my ass kicked, absolutely humbled by that sport. Basically, the long story short is that I promised Tracksmith if I didn't qualify for Tokyo that I would do this trail race for them. It's a trail race they sponsor. It's an amazing event. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Shout out Single Track, Finn. He's been convincing me to do a track race for a while. I have friends that do trail, and I thought it would be a really fun experience to test out the wheels and test out the legs on something completely out of my comfort zone. And I was humbled to say the least by this experience. So I ran a 1500 in Germany on Wednesday, and then I told Tracksmith, okay, I would do it. I didn't qualify, very sad, but this would be a fun way to end my season. I convinced my PT and my mom to come out last minute to be with me and do the race also. So that was amazing to have them there. My PT, mainly because I told him, you need to keep me in one piece somehow. You're probably wondering why I'm in frickin' Vermont right now. And the answer is I'm running in the Overland Trail Race tomorrow. 15 miles, 2,500 feet of vert. I'm terrified, but I'm excited to be here representing Tracksmith and a new experience to end the year. I don't know if I'm gonna keep training after this or not, but yeah, I have my PT here and my mom here. They're arriving right now. So really excited to have Dougie Fresh. We're back. So yeah, I wouldn't have done this race if Doug wasn't coming here to treat me beforehand. And then Mama Personi decided to come out also because she had FOMO, so got the squad out here. My training is specifically catered to avoiding this type of experience tenfold, but I decided to do it anyway because my sponsor asked me to, and I figured it would be a really great way to see what the trail world is all about. On the trail with Mom. It's gonna be beautiful, but this run supposedly is only 350 feet of climbing. I'm in for a world of hurt.
Downhill.
Good number, drink ticket, food ticket, say that for tomorrow.
All right, Shakeout done, run. First taste of some Vermont running. Just under 4 miles. I don't know how many elevation gain that was, but I hope it was a lot because that sucked. And I'm gonna be in for a world of absolute hurt tomorrow on the uphills and downhills. I'm just so not prepared for this, but we'll see what the body can handle. Gonna go do a course preview later, probably jump in the pool right now and go from there. All right. Good morning, Overland, Vermont. Nice peaceful morning. I am feeling pretty good. Gonna eat my pancakes 3 hours before the race. Let's go.
Hey everybody.
So I would think this is where you'll tap into a little speed there. Hopefully. If you're going up there. Speak directly about the race. Mile 1 was very fun. I really enjoyed it. I was in a big pack. We were talking a little bit, went out at like 5:10 pace, very comfortable. The trail was pretty non-technical. We weren't on single tracks yet. And yeah, just getting to know my competitors a little bit, feeling them out. And then mile 2, we start going up an incline. And then mile 3, after like 300 or 400 feet of climbing, we start going downhill on single track trails. And I was fucking terrified, to say the least. And I get dropped so quickly by the whole front pack. There was a pro from Brooks there that I met, and he won the race, and he just took off on this downhill single track, and they knew they needed to drop the guy that just ran 13:12 in a 5K 2 weeks prior, and boy, that was the last time I saw anyone, basically, for the whole rest of the race. Rolled my ankles left and right, both sides, every which way, in ways that I didn't even know you could roll your ankle. There was honestly like a fear factor that started in this race where I was like, am I gonna break my ankle? Am I gonna tear my ACL? Like, that's how inexperienced I was. And A lot of people told me before this race, they were like, oh, it's just gonna be like a hard long run. That was so far past a hard long run. And I'm just getting into the start of the race. I redlined so much in this race and my legs cramped up, felt awful. It was so hot. Now I'm just complaining. But the amount of respect I have for trail athletes, knowing that this experience was not even close to what they do at UTMB or Leadville or any of these other races. Like, yes, it was 3 times Boston Marathon elevation up and down. To put some perspective on it for a lot of you marathon runners watching the channel. But yeah, mile 4 and 5, I like caught up a little bit because the terrain got a little less technical. And then mile 6 to like 8 was just pure hell. It was 1,000 feet elevation gain, mostly on single track trails. Got dropped by the last person that I could have eyesight to, and this is where the nightmare fuel really started, was when I got lost. The trail's marked with these little small orange flags, and I just blew right by one. I'm redlining completely, like my heart rate was like 190 going up 1,000 feet climb with firing muscles I have never fired like that before, completely fatigued out. Just blow by this marker to turn. Next thing I know, I realize like I'm probably like 400 to 800 meters off in the wrong direction. And that's where I was just like, survival mode. I'm not gonna win this race anymore. I just wanna leave this experience to not drop out, because then I'll make all track runners look really bad, even though I already did the track world very poorly in representation by this whole experience. Started yelling for help, started backtracking, just pure mayhem. If I like thought about running with my phone to like document this for this YouTube video, and I'm so glad I didn't, because I already rolled my ankle like 8 times in this race. And if I ever dreamt of like taking out my phone to like film a section, I would have, yeah, there would have been no chance. Anyway, finally get back on trail, find another runner, and these guys literally started like asking me, like in the race, like my competitors as they passed me, like, what are you doing back here? Like literally making fun of me for being so bad at this.
Yay! There he is! Woo! Yay!
But yeah, I just packed it in at this point. Still ran hard, but it was just survival mode at that point. 1,000 feet back down, single track trail, terrified the whole time. And then eventually somehow got to the finish line. Mile 8, 9, 10, 11, just in such a hurt locker still. I don't know if it's a lack of fueling or what, but that experience was one I'll never forget. It was absolutely brutal, and I don't know if I'll ever be doing another trail race again. I'm glad I experienced it. All right, leaving Overland, Vermont with the crew. That was far and away the hardest thing I've ever done. I checked every rookie box and mistake. I did it for sure. But yeah, had a good time. These guys are absolute animals, so that is the feedback. Fun experience. Probably my last time ever doing a trail race, I'm gonna be honest. But that is a wrap. After the race, Ben True told me, he was like, this route is something that trail runners do like casually, like during the week, you know, like on like a Monday or Wednesday, like when I do a track workout. And I just was like flabbergasted that that was just a casual thing for a lot of them, because that was the hardest thing I've ever done. Shout out to the trail world. You guys are so badass. It was like telling a professional football player, like, yeah, you'll be fine, like to go play against, you know, LeBron in basketball. Like, you can hold your own because you're athletic. No, it doesn't work like that. The people that have transitioned from the track world to trail world are anomalies, and they are incredibly badass. And I assume they trained a little bit more than I did leading up to this. So yeah, I think that's it. Shout out Tracksmith for the experience. There's beauty in the struggle, and there's beauty in getting so far out of your comfort zone that you have no choice but to fight your own demons in those moments and just keep pressing. And that's what happened so many times in this race. And I know I'm better for it in the long run going through that experience. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got to meet Lachlan Morgan too. That was sick. So that was a big highlight from the weekend. Didn't get him on camera, but I think my mom might have took a picture that I'll put right here. Like, comment, subscribe. I think we're at 3,200 followers, subscribers on YouTube. I think the goal is going to be getting up to 5K next. That's our big benchmark. So if you could hit subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Support Asa and all his hard work on these videos every single week. Love you guys. Until next time. Next time will not be on a trail or course. Bye.